Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas here, and this is part two. If you didn't see today's video earlier, please go back and watch it. Matter of fact, I'll put a link at the end of this. But there's so much I want to discuss. I didn't want to get them confused in one video. I want you to be able to take in everything I taught in that last video, and then be able to receive everything in this video. And so this video was a vision I had, and it was a teacher. And I saw him asking me, so you think my life was a waste? He was an older man. And then I saw a vision of other elderly people. And that same thing, was their life a waste? Meaning, I just, about a month ago, I was on my computer on the AOL homepage, and there was an article about all the things you were taught in school that we now know is a lie. And so think about that. These teachers, they've dedicated their life to teaching students, but now they find out in their old age that what they were teaching them was a lie, and that they would give an A+ to the student that would repeat the lie that they taught them. And then the student that couldn't receive and understand the lie, he got an F, and he was a bad boy and girl. And so now they're torn with this. Was my life a lie? I think of the science, my friends, that we have grown so much in, and we look back, and those scientists must think, was their life wasted? I think of architects and their buildings that have crumbled now and are no longer in existence. I look at maybe different clothes and cars that at one time were the most fancy, beautiful things, and now you look at pictures and the clothes are a joke that people dress up to make fun of now. And those people that dedicated their life to making cars, making buildings, making clothes, that are now a joke. Teachers that dedicated their lives to teaching lies. Priests in these different religions that we now know their idea of God is wrong, and their ideas of how to reach God was wrong. And so Spirit was showing me what these people go to as they get older. And it's true. If they didn't have love, their life was a waste. Now hear this. This is important. Now imagine, okay, if you will, say a person that was a clothes designer, and if he was proud and too good for everyone, and really thought that he was just so amazing, and now when he's older and his clothes are clown clothes and a joke, and he looks back at his life, it would be a failure. But if he had love, if he could think back about when he was making those clothes, and the laughs that he shared with friends, and the fun times they had going out on the town in their clothes, and laughing and loving, my friends. If there's a teacher, then even though he was not teaching truth, but he could think about the children that he was able to love on and encourage. And if they're going through a hard time at home, he was there as a teacher to encourage them and love on them. Or was he mean? Was he angry as he's teaching those lies? Was he actually a detriment to those children's lives? Do you see the difference of what a life of meaning and purpose is, and a life that was wasted? It has nothing to do with what if you were a teacher, if you were a doctor, whatever it was. Think of Freud. My God, we talk about him a lot because I love psychology. What we now know today in psychology, we know that he missed it in so many areas, my friends, that it's almost laughable. But we have built off of it. But his life wouldn't be a waste if during that time he loved, if he was able to even put his arms around some of his patients that were suffering, and give them love and encouragement. And even though his work now seems elementary and ridiculous, if he was able to love during it, he could look back on his life and it would have been a success. My friends, without love, your life is a failure. And that's why so many people, when they get old, they look back on their lives and they feel stupid. They feel ridiculous. They feel left behind because they didn't have love. They were puffed up with pride. Look what I'm doing. Look what I have. Look what I made. And then a few years later, what they had and made was not that big of a deal. Matter of fact, they find out it might have been a lie. It might be a joke nowadays. But if during that life that they had from birth to death, if they had love in it, my friends, it don't matter. You don't have to be a doctor. You could be a skateboarder. You could be a hobo. But if you had love and you're touching people's lives and you're being kind and you're sharing, my friends, you've had a rich life that you can be proud of. My God, I hope somebody got that. I hope I was able to explain the way Spirit put it on my heart so strong, and I hope that touched someone's life today. Be love today, my friends. If you're a priest or a preacher, if you're a doctor, if you're a janitor, be love in what you're doing. And when you get older, you're going to look back and think, my God, look at those good times I had with my spouse, and with my kids, and with my colleagues, and with my friends, and with the strangers that I met, because we shared love, and we shared a kind word, and we shared a beautiful experience. We shared God good. My friends, don't be one of those crazy preachers that are all about hate and fear and damnation. My friends, that's not God. That's not good. Let's share truth. Let's share light and love and peace and joy and kindness, and you're going to find your life mattered. Your life meant something. And no matter how old you are right now, it's not too late. I don't care if you're 90 years old, you can turn it all around. You can show love today. You can be love today. You can, and I tell you what, how powerful love is. It can go back through the past, down the timeline. You can change the hearts of your children and grandchildren, and it goes into the past, and it changes future generations' lives. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. I'm going to leave you with that, and I love you guys, and we'll see you next time.